Hello and welcome to ERi-TV Evening News, live from Asmara at 10:30 p.m. I am Salim Brahana. Here are stories making headlines today. International Women's Day celebration in Ansaba region. Public diplomacy activities by Diaspora nationals. North Korea's Kim Jong-un orders heightened war preparation. Ocean temperature hit record high in February 2024. International Women's Day, observed on 8th March, was commemorated in Havero subzone on 5th March at the regional level under the theme Equality, Our Core Principle. The event was honored by the presence of Mr. Tesfaye Gebreselassie, Minister of Land, Water and Environment, and Mrs. Taha Tesfa Mikael, President of the National Union of Eritrean Women. Mrs. Anna Hassan, head of the union branch in the Ansaba region, expressed that International Women's Day 8th March is the moment for Eritrean women to reaffirm their commitment to achieving complete emancipation and reflect on the progress made thus far. She also highlighted the documented history of Eritrean women's struggle, resilience, heroism, and nationalism within Eritrean historical records. Ambassador Abdullah Musa, the governor of the region, emphasized that International Women's Day coincides with significant victories achieved by the Eritrean people and its defense force in safeguarding national sovereignty and upholding national values. He extended congratulations to Eritrean women both within the country and abroad. The event was enriched with cultural and sports activities. Nationals residing in Italy, Germany, and the United Arab Emirates conducted public diplomacy activities. Mr. Fissahatzion Petros, Eritrea's ambassador to Italy, held seminars for nationals in Rome and Milan, while Mr. Girmay Habte Mikael, head of public and community affairs at the Eritrean embassy, conducted seminars for nationals in Abruzzi and Florence. During the seminars, they provided extensive briefing on the current situation in the homeland and regional developments. They also emphasized the commitment of the people and government of Eritrea to embark on developmental activities after ensuring the safety and stability of the country. Ambassador Fissahatzion and Mr. Girmay urged diaspora nationals to equip themselves with necessary education and skills and to actively participate in the nation-building process. They also emphasized the importance of strengthening organizational capacity and passing on noble societal values to the younger generation. Similarly, the YPFDG organization in Germany held an activity assessment meeting in Frankfurt. During the meeting, Mr. Johannes Waldu, charged the affairs at the Eritrean embassy, encouraged nationals to seize the opportunities provided and contribute actively to national affairs. Mr. Johannes Mabratu, chairman of the organization, presented an annual report detailing achievements and challenges encountered. Additionally, Mr. Kibra Abtakhste, Eritrea's Consul General in Frankfurt, and Mr. Kahsai Tawalde, head of public and community affairs, conducted seminars focusing on strengthening resilience organization and outlining future programs. The National Union of Eritrean Women branch in Abu Dhabi and its environs enthusiastically celebrated International Women's Day. During the event, Mrs. Saida Mohammed Taha, chairperson of the union branch, delivered a statement on behalf of the National Union of Eritrean Women to mark the occasion. Monetary support has been provided to 130 disadvantaged citizens in Adonti, Adiakob administrative area of Berrikh subzone. During the ceremony held on 2nd of March, which was attended by the subzone administrator, Mr. Tesfu Fissahatzion, and the administrator of Adiakob administrative area, Mrs. Tsegga Matios, reported that financial assistance was generously contributed by Eritrean nationals residing in Germany. Mrs. Tsegga further explained that the beneficiary families were identified through committee established to ensure that the assistance reached those most in need. She emphasized that supporting disadvantaged citizens should not solely rely on the government and called upon all citizens to strengthen their contribution to sustain such programs. We are live on ERi-TV. Stay tuned for international news. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has ordered heightened readiness for war after inspecting troops at a major military operation base in the country's west. The state-run Korean Central News Agency KCNA did not reveal the location of the base in its report today. The North Korean leader said the military must dynamically usher in a new heyday of intensifying the war preparations in line with the requirements of the prevailing situation. According to KCNA, Kim's visit took place as forces from the United States and South Korea continued their annual Freedom Shield large-scale military exercise. The drill expected to involve 48 field exercises, including missile interception drills, bombing, air assault, live firing began on Monday, with twice the number of troops participating compared with last year. North Korea has long condemned military drills by the U.S. and South Korea, claiming they are rehearsal for an invasion, and has conducted weapons tests in response to previous exercises. On Monday, KCNA quoted an unnamed spokesperson for North Korean Ministry of Defense, urging Seoul and Washington to cease their reckless and frantic war drills. The U.S., the South Korea will be made to pay a dear price for their false choice, the spokesperson added. Ocean temperatures hit a record high in February, with the average global sea surface temperature at 21.06 degrees Celsius, the EU's Copernicus Climate Change Service said today. February's average sea surface temperature surpassed the previous record of 20.98 degrees Celsius, set in August 2023, in a database that goes back to 1979. The concerning marine record arrived during what was also the hottest February on record, marking the 9th consecutive month with such a milestone for the respective month. Marine scientists warned this week that a fourth global mass coral bleaching event is likely unfolding in the southern hemisphere, driven by warming waters, and could be the worst in the planet's history. Corals bleach under heat stress, expelling the colorful, helpful algae that live in their tissues, leaving behind a pale skeleton. This makes them vulnerable to starvation and diseases and may die. This can lead to the collapse of fragile reef ecosystem, with coastline left unprotected from erosion and storm, and fisheries falling short. An El Niño climate pattern born out of warmer than usual surface waters in the eastern Pacific, alongside human-caused climate change, is fueling the extra heat. Climate scientist Richard Allen said that what is more surprising is that sea surface temperature are at record level over regions far away from the central of the El Niño action, such as the tropical Atlantic and Indian Ocean. Before we go, we have a quick recap of top stars. International Women's Day celebration in Ansawa region. Public diplomacy activities by Diaspora nationals. North Korea's Kim Jong-un orders heightened war preparations. Ocean temperature hit record high in February 2024. And that wraps up our news broadcast for this evening. Thank you for being with us.